Hey everybody, how are you tonight? It's Darla with Stampin' with Chaos. I am absolutely freezing. I'm freezing. It is Tuesday night and I will post this video hopefully tomorrow if all the stars align and I'm able to make everything work between Facebook and videos and all of that. That's always so much fun. I wanted to jump on tonight. I posted a couple cards that I did with our new suite, and it is called the Forever Love Suite Collection. It is out of our new mini catalog. If there's anybody out there that would like a catalog, message me. I'll send you one. I don't like to spam everybody, so yeah, message me. I'll get you one sent in the mail. I'd love to send them out. So anyways, with that being said, this suite is absolutely gorgeous. This would be a great wedding card, anniversary, a really nice birthday card. It's super duper pretty paper. Pretty paper. So anyways, I'm going to just do a quick little fan here of all it's the mauves and the greens and the golds. It's absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? And then there's one more piece, but I've used almost the whole sheet. This has got little stripes on it that we're going to use later this week for one of the cards. But it comes with that. It comes with the peacock, pretty peacock with the gold ribbon. The stamp set that we're using is the Lifetime of Love that coordinates with it. Isn't that just gorgeous? And then it also has the Lifetime of Love dies, which you can cut out all of these pretty little flowers and stuff. It's a super pretty suite. So with that being said, I'm going to jump on, and I made my pre-cuts pretty much. We're going to try and... My body can't decide. I'm either sweating or freezing to death. And so I'm going to probably click my fan or my heater on and off the whole time that we're doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and put you down and start. I did some of my pre-cuts already because we had to do a little bit. We're going to do some watercolor. So that takes a little bit more time. And then I also cut out using our little... stamping embossing machine, so I didn't have to do that as well. So let's go ahead and flip you over, flip you down. I think I need to start scooting over here so you guys can see me better. So I took I took a piece of our peacock, pretty peacock paper, and I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of peacock, pretty peacock, and I cut it down to an 8 by 4, and then I scored it at 4. So you should have a 4 by 4 square pretty much is what we're looking at. Then, oh no, I spilt my water. Then I took, that's not good. Then I took a piece of our DSP. This is the one I was just telling you about, the Forever Love Suite. This is the back of it, but we're going to use the green, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay that down, and I'm not going to put it straight. I'm going to put it kind of cockeyed, because that's who I am, Cockeyed Sue. I got water, and now it's getting everywhere. And I'm just going to put that down with just some adhesive. I'm going to go ahead and use the bone folder and fold this one more time. There we go. Make sure it gets a good fold on it. Okay. And we're going to lift this up, and I'm going to stick it kind of cockeyed. So I cut this 3.5 by 3.5, but when I wanted to turn it, it didn't quite fit on there. So I cut it down to 3.5 by 3 3/8, just a little bit smaller. And then we're going to take the vellum, and we're going to stick that over the top, and you can kind of set it off to the side, just so it's not straight on there. And you can still just use your adhesive. It used to be that you had to use a special tape for vellum back in the days when I started scrapbooking, but honestly, you really can't see it too bad, and we're going to cover all of that up anyways. So the next thing that we are going to use is I cut out the, oh my gosh, I got water everywhere, you guys. I thought I just spilt it in that one little spot. It's all over my pre-cut paper. Okay, let's keep on going. If I can get it wiped up, goodness sakes. Okay, we might have to cut some more paper. We'll let it dry for a sec. Okay, enough of that. Life happens. That really does happen in true life. And my little gold thing is all wet too. So we took some of our gold foil paper, and I used the Lifetime of Love dies that coordinates with this set, and I ran it through a stamping emboss to get this. So that's going to be one piece on it. Then we're also going to use some of our Pretty Peacock. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of that and get that adhered. And I want it to go just a little bit. And you can fray the edges if you want, just so that kind of get a little bit of pretty going on. And then I usually use my glue dots to adhere ribbon. You can use the double-sided sticky tape. Can't find my pokey tool. There you go. So we're just gonna use, I usually put one on the end, one in the middle, and one on the other end is what I do. Everybody has their preferences. These mini dots work really good with the, oops, I don't think I went far enough on that, with the smaller ribbon. Okay, and I'm just gonna stick that across about halfway. Okay, push that down. We might have to trim it a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and trim this off over on this side. Is everybody ready for the snow, snow, snow? I like snow. We haven't had a good snow, so I'm okay with the snow. I'm not okay with the freezing rain, but I'm definitely okay with the snow. I just want it to be pretty. And I want the wind to go away, and I want it to warm up a little bit. And I don't think that's asking too much. I mean, really, is it? Okay, so then we're going to take, hopefully we're going to take, if I can make this work, we are going to use some of our watercolor, it's called watercolor paper. And I've tried it before, and I really didn't care for it, but I like the way that it turned out on this card. So we're going to try it again. And when I made my practice card, I actually stamped in, I think I'm still going to, stamped in the black. And you want to use the stays on, oh my goodness, what is going on with my stamp pad? The stays on black, because you're using the watercolor paper and the ink. So this and this black will stay on through the water, is what I understand. That's what they tell me. So we're going to go ahead and use those stamps, if I can find them. Here's one. And we're going to just stamp these on regular, or on the paper, and then we're going to watercolor them, and then we're going to cut them out. So, that being said, I'm going to do, I want two of these. Two of these. And then I want one of the other one, and I must have already put it away. This one. Oh, you guys, can you see my little, Paul got me a little snap-on toolbox, and it has another part that comes up here, and he was kind of disappointed because he didn't realize it was going to be so small, and I was worried it was going to be so big. And then when I opened it up, I kind of giggled, but it is so stinking cute, and my stamp blocks work perfect for it. I have two that don't fit in there, but I'm hoping that, he said the other part is a little bit bigger, so maybe they will work on that. But this is perfect because I'm always digging for my stamp blocks, trying to figure out where they are. And so it really has worked out good. So I was pretty excited once I figured out what I was going to put in there. Okay, and then we're just going to stamp this one on because we're going to cut it out as well. Okay, so we use this Days On jet black ink for that. We're going to put these to the side. We're going to bring over our messy little water that I've dumped everywhere. And I have gold flakes in. And we're going to watercolor this. And we have our little watercolor brushes. You can use any kind of paintbrush. Will work. And then what we do is I'm going to use our Pool Party Green. I think I'll use Peacock. But I want it really light. So, no, I think I used Pool Party on this. And I think I'm going to go back to it because I liked how it turned out. I did. So what you do is you take your ink and you just kind of push it. And if that doesn't work good enough, you can put it down and push it. And you want to get it out on this part of your deal. So I'm going to do that with the Pool Party. And then I'm also going to do this with the Petal Pink. Because these are the colors I'm going to use on the flowers and on the leaves. And if you don't get enough, then you can push it back down. So we're going to do this. Then you take your little, we call them water painters. You can use a toothbrush, a paintbrush, whatever works for you. Let's get you guys up a little bit. Hello. Can you see? I bring it back over here. And then we're just going to watercolor. Ooh, my brush is dirty. Okay. So get it, and then we're going to come over and we're going to start over here and just kind of get it. And then you're just going to color the flowers. I'm going to see if I can turn some light so I can see better. There we go. Just kind of, and it just lightly paint them. You can even go like that if you want onto the just paint the petals. Okay, what did I do? I'm just gonna leave those. I'm gonna go ahead and do these that just fill it in just so that it has color in it, but I have little doodads that we're gonna stick in there. Okay, let's get a little bit more of this Petal Pink to finish these off. I think I would use a finer paintbrush than this. But I have it in my supplies for my class and I didn't want to dig it out. So I'm trying to just use a little bit fatter one. But my preference would be to use a smaller tipped brush. Isn't that cute though? Okay. Then we're going to take it and we're going to wash it off. And then we're going to use the green. And on this card that I actually did, I used, like I said, I used the Pool Party. I'm going to try this and see what I think. Actually, I'm going to do it on the paper just so I can see. Is that too dark? Do I want to go a little bit lighter? Because you're going to have dark on dark, so you have green on green, so you probably don't want it real dark. And I did not have the Peacock Stamp and Blends, which are the markers, which I wouldn't have used. I like the watercolor on this anyways. But I do have those on order to try to there. That looks pretty good. Okay, and so, oops, same thing. I'm gonna see if I can get those to bleed over. Okay. Oh, it looks like I got some green on the, I don't know if I can color that up or not. Yeah, I kind of wasn't paying attention, I don't think. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so now that we're done with that one, then we're gonna do the green sets of leaves as well. My tip of my brush is not the best. Okay. So we're gonna get these done real quick. I feel like I'm in kindergarten class or first grade coloring and I stunk at it. I'll find myself holding my tongue or, ooh. I'm like, oh my gosh, this brings back trauma when I was younger. Okay, now we're gonna go over and do this one. Same thing. If you want it lighter, add a little bit more water to it. It'll thin it out. And it's okay, we're gonna cut these out, so if you get a little bit outside the line, we should still be okay. Okay, I'm almost done. Whoops, that one I kind of went out of line. This tip on this, I need to get new tips. This tip is not very good. Okay, and I'm gonna go back with it on the water just to kind of spread that out a little bit. Okay, but the colors look pretty good. Alrighty, so we're gonna close these up and we're gonna move the water so that we're not wearing it. Oh, I missed a leaf right there. You see that? And I didn't use Peacock after all. I ended up using the light green. Oh, sometimes I just amaze myself. I ended up using the Pool Party. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm doing. So now we're going to move this because I don't want to spill it. And we are going to get out our little embossing machine. This is our mini. I love this one. I love them both, but I ended up using this one. You can't use this for like your embossing folders, except for the smaller ones, but it works really, really good with like the small dies. So we are going to cut out, possibly, if I can find them. Okay, it's not that one. And it's not that one. And it's not that one. Oh, I thought I had them all out. I guess I didn't. Hello, Mr. Embossing. Mr. Cutty Cut. Oh, let me see let's see if I left it in here. There's that one. And I think I can't find the flower part. sons of gun. Thought I had them all up here. Oh, I do. That will work. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put, because I got 2 on here, I can do this. I don't know if you guys can you see that? You just match them up. And then you put the one on the top. You just have to be careful that you don't move it. And this works, you need to, I always put a rubber mat, but my mats are over there. So I'm going to fold this up out of the way because it slides. And then it moved my, okay, I'm not going to do 2 at a time. It's too hard to make sure they're both straight. So just put it on there. Line it up the best that you can. I've got new plates coming. Mine are obviously extremely, I use them a lot, so. Oh, son of a gun. Oh, everything's gonna fight me tonight. You can put tape down. I don't like to. But you can. I'll try it one more time. See if I can keep it from sliding. There we go. Okay, go up and then back. And then it pops off. And then you have your little leaf. Isn't that pretty? And we're going to go ahead and do the next one. Can you see that? Line it up. Try to get it on there without moving it. Shisters. Don't do it with your left hand if you're right-handed. That's ridiculous. Okay, let's do this. Lay it on top. Go fast. Okay. I went all the way out that time. That's fine. It'll still cut. I like to try to go over them sometimes, but see, it works really good. And then here's this. So we're going to put that back over there. Then I have one more to do, and it's the flower. And just kind of put it on there. Line it up. Cut it out. And pray by the time it gets in there. Like I said, you can use tape as well, but I'm not. Honestly, I would, but I can't find mine. I don't know where mine's at right now. My desk looks like hit it. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Now we're going to go up and then back. And that should be cut out. Okay. So we have, whoops, put that over there. Put this here. Now I gotta find my other leaf that I cut out that I lost. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so we have our 2 leaves and our flower. And now what we're going to do is we are going to take our card where there's no water. We're going to set it here, and we're going to take our gold. I was hoping, I saw a trick on a YouTube video on how to do this fine, delicate cut stuff, but my supplies haven't come. So we're just going to use the quickie glue pen today. If I can get it to come out. And we're just going to go around, try to hit as many of the spots that you can. Whoops. I love watching videos and watching people how they have such great tips on things I would never think of. And then we're also going to put these down because these are going to go down first. Well, honestly, we're going to do this. We're going to do it kind of sneaky. So I got to kind of have it on here. And then we'll stick it under it. Come on, Darla. Once you get it where you want it, kind of get it down a little bit. There you go. You just want some of the green to show through. Then you can push it down and then do the same thing over here. We'll do it down here. And this thing doesn't want to play nice right now. Called Patience, and this gold foil is really nice, but you have to be careful because the finer, it seems like it bends super easy. I found that out. Okay, so we're gonna just lay this kind of down and push it down. Hopefully it sticks. Hopefully the glue pen works. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Okay, and then we're gonna take I'm going to use our last label punch, and I'm going to go ahead and use the, still use the paper, the watercolor paper, and the reason I'm doing that is because I want it all to match. It's not big, that's not big enough. I tried to use the watercolor, and then I threw the very vanilla paper up against it, and you could tell the difference. So with this card, I'm gonna make sure that I use all the same color so it looks okay. So this is what I said, this is our lasting label punch, and then we are gonna stamp Forever and Always, maybe, possibly. I thought I had that out, but I guess I don't. And I'm going to stamp off because, okay, I don't need that anymore, because I don't want it super dark. I'm going, the dark is on the card, and I want to do the, do you guys see how I'm lining this up with the grid paper? I love the grid paper. They have a glass mat that Stampin' Up! Came out with, and I should have ordered it when I had the chance, and I didn't, and now I'm wishing I did, and I'm not sure the demos can still, or the demonstrators can get it. I think you can get it if you join up on a team. But it's just like this. It's just like a grid paper, but it's a glass map, and so when you stamp on and you stamp off to it, you just wipe it off when you're done. It's really kind of cool. Okay, so I'm doing Forever and Always, and I'm going to stamp off on one because I don't want it super dark, and then I'm going to go ahead and get on the, stamp it directly onto the punched out piece that I just did. And hopefully it came out. It did. And see how the difference in the colors? Can you see that? And it looks so pretty with that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stick this down, and we're going to kind of slide it, kind of position it in there. And then once, look at this here. I need the Forever and Always to be a little bit straighter. I don't think my card's cut straight. That's my problem. Okay, so we're going to stick that in there. And I think I'm going to have to be a little bit more creative and add some more glue. Okay, that glue doesn't want to work. Okay, and then we're going to take and bring this into it. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to add this down here and up here on the side. Okay, then we're going to take and add some doodads to it. I've got some, these also are part of the batch, Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock foil gems. So they've got the little bit of the gold in them. super, super pretty. But I'm going to use the pink ones because I'm going to put those in the middle of the flowers that we did. And then I think just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to put a one of the small pop-ups. I'm about out of those. Well, I guess I'll use what I got. I'll cut it in half. I'm going to put it behind this flower. The dimensional, stamping dimensionals. So it'll stick up, but there we go. Okay. Isn't that cute? Okay, then what we're going to do is I cut some gold foil paper, and we're going to put this in here, and I cut that to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 because the card was supposed to be 4 by 4. Okay, we're going to put that, and then I cut another piece of the watercolor paper. I want to show you the reason why, because here's our very vanilla. And if I do that to that, it just, to me, it looked off. So I went ahead and did the watercolor on the inside as well. And if you wanted to watercolor on the inside, you could add a stamp and do that. Or what I did was I took a strip of the DSP, which was about... I think I might have thrown it away. It was just like right there. I think that's it. It is. It's about 1/4 of an inch wide. Little over an 1/8. And then it was the same size as the watercolor, which is 3 1/2. And we're just going to put that down the side of the card to give it a little bit of color. And then that gives you a place to write. Make sure it's upside right. Just kind of stick it in there. Make sure you get it straight. Okay, and then I'm going to take a couple of these small peacock foiled peacock gems and stick in there just for color. There you go. So there you have it. Isn't that cute? And like I said, this is using our Forever Love Sweet collection out of our mini catalog that just came out. If anybody is interested in getting a catalog, let me know and I'll get it mailed out to you. I would love to. So there's card number 1, video number 1 for the week, and I will let you go, and I'll be talking to you soon. I hope you guys all have a great night. Stay safe, stay warm, and let me know how many inches of snow you got tomorrow. Hope you have a good one. Thanks again. This is Darla with Stampin' with Chaos. Bye.